Well, welcome back to another update. As you can see, this time I'm finally back home. So it's been a crazy couple of days here, 10 days. This is the 10th day. And I'm here in Jerusalem giving you an update with Mom.
Yeah. Yes. Please continue to pray because they're still getting so many rockets sent over in the southern and Beersheba, Ascalon,
All over the place.
Ashdod, Sderot,
Everywhere. The
And-
whole country.
Yes, the whole country. Even today, they had some that came over into Haifa from
Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yep.
Yes.
Tuesday they had a drone. We shot down a drone. We waited till it got over into our port over our border so that when we shot it down we could get it, and we did. And we're trying to figure out right now if it's most likely it looks like it came from Iran. So we're trying to figure that out right now. But so that's also another front that's coming up. Iran starting to fly drones over our heads, right?
Yeah. And they use Hezbollah and Hamas.
Hamas, Hezbollah, they use everywhere. Yeah, they're the financiers on a lot of this stuff. Just today, we allowed, as we usually do, coming from Jordan, a bunch of trucks to come through full with all kinds of medical aid and everything else to come through our country and go to Gaza to help them out. And when they showed up at the border for Gaza, the Hamas started shooting rockets and firing mortars at them, so they had to turn around and go back. I mean, they won't even let people help them. So pathetic.
Yeah, it is.
Hamas now is trying to make a new ceasefire deal with Israel. Now that Hamas sees that Biden and everyone else now is starting to pressure us to get in a ceasefire, so they think they have the upper hand. And Hamas just gave Israel a deal, said we'll do a ceasefire, but what we'll do is this is actually what they said. We'll shoot a bunch of rockets real fast, and then we'll have a ceasefire. Meaning they want to shoot last. They want to shoot rockets into.
They want to think they have the victory.
Yeah, they want to act like they won. Could you imagine anyone agreeing to something like that?
It's terrible. And then the world really wants Israel to go for it.
Yeah. Well, as usual, like everything, this is not the first rodeo we've been in with Hamas. For 20 years, this has been going on. Right now, because Hamas feels like maybe a ceasefire is coming. Tonight, there's been a huge barrage of missiles because they want to it's like you said, when they want to go out with a bang. So it's been a crazy night. Today, there's been pretty much like in the last few days about 200 rockets during the day, but it's almost I think we're already getting over 100 just tonight.
Yeah. And some of their rockets are falling into their own territory, killing their own people, ruining their own people.
Well, their own rockets is the ones who took out their own electricity.
Yeah.
Because we didn't turn off the electricity. By the way, we still, during all of this time, give them electricity and water.
Yeah.
We've never turned any of that off. It's what they're doing is causing it, right? Oh, today also there was a direct hit in a big apartment building in Ashdod. But it was an apartment building that was being built and there was no one living in it. So there was no one there, but it was a direct hit and it was a big one.
Thank goodness no one was killed.
Yeah, it's amazing. One of the neighbors, we got a video of it and you can see it now. For the third time since this has started in 10 days, Lebanon shot 4 rockets into Israel. 2 of them went in the sea. One of them are Iron Dome shot out of the sky, and one of them came through and hit, and we had 3 people injured. And Israel retaliated with heavy artillery. So they keep saying it's Hezbollah keeps saying it's not them. Well, it doesn't matter who it is. It's Lebanon. Lebanon is shooting at us. Period.
Yeah.
That's
and they're in the government, so they can control.
Yeah, Hezbollah. Most people don't know, but Hezbollah is a party in the government. Hezbollah in Arabic is the party of God. Hezbollah is a party, and Allah is what they call their God. It's the God party.
Yeah.
In their government. Yeah. So I mean, it is Lebanon. Period. Right. Also, Bibi says that all options are still on the table in this wall guard operation. He says even the ground operation is still on the table. I understand why he says that. Because he has to say that, because he can't let Hamas know that we're not doing anything more than what we're already doing. But there is not going to be no ground operation unless something big changes in the next few days. Israel's not going in a ground operation, which I'm okay with that. As long as Hamas gets a message, you need to stop firing rockets at us, right? Don't forget. Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. The police has made hundreds of arrests, Jewish and Arab, for these riots and this new civil war that's coming up that's growing here in Israel. So that's good, and I'm actually happy they're doing Jews and Arabs. But let's be honest now, it's about 90% Arab arrests, but there are some Jewish arrests because, you know, some of the people that were rioting on the Jewish side were not right in what they were doing. No. So they need to be arrested and accounted for. But we need to get this thing under control.
Yeah, and the thing about this being a democracy, Israel's government's always been that way. They have never just arrested Arabs, and leave the Jews alone. No, they've always arrested the Jews that have, rose up and caused any kind of little problem.
Right. Yeah, it's true. So it's important that we get a hold of it, and that's the only way I think we can get a hold of it. Because if the government took a stance right now and only arrested the Arabs, it would make the whole situation worse. Because there are some Jewish people that were involved that were definitely in the wrong. Another thing is Biden, up until now, he's been pretty much staying out of our business, right? And that was his way of giving us support. But now, because of the pressure he's had under in his party, he's given today. He gave Bibi a statement saying that he expects by the end of the day, meaning in the morning, to be a ceasefire.
Yes, and that's wrong.
And Bibi answered him back and asked him one thing. He said, "What would you do if someone shot?" If he didn't say Canada, I just added that in right now. But if someone shot 7 rockets to Washington D.C., right? What would you do? But Bibi did agree to meet with a representative from Hamas, which is always an Egyptian, by the way, to talk about a ceasefire. It was supposed to happen an hour ago, but the Egyptian representative never showed up. So that tells you about what Hamas's plan is, right? In Kiryat Arba, which is a neighborhood near Hebron, there was a female terrorist that came out with an M16 going into the Jewish neighborhood area. The IDF was able to neutralize her very quickly, and there was nothing happened.
That was good.
Yeah,
because there could have been a lot of problems.
Exactly. A lot of deaths.
Yes. Y'all just keep praying for Israel. We thank you for your support. If it wasn't for your support and supporting us, we wouldn't be able to be here doing all of this stuff. And so I just want to thank all of our supporters and all the new ones that are coming in. You can go to thegoldenreport.com, and we just love and appreciate everyone that's supporting Israel and people of Israel.
Amen. And also, the reason we're talking kind of quiet here is that everyone's asleep. It's late tonight. I got back late from all the videoing I did and stuff lately. So join us, like she said, on the Golden Report. And until next update, bye-bye.
God bless.